Keeping up with our motto that learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure, here we are with the remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students! Today we are going to start with Class 10 Science, Chapter number 6, Animal Classification. Topics which I am going to cover during this session are traditional method of classification and criteria for new system of classification. The living organisms present around us are mainly plants and animals. You have studied the plant classification in last year. It helped us to understand the diversity of plant around us. Now, like plant, there is diversity in animals too. Some animals are terrestrial, where some are aquatic. Some animals crawl on land, some swim in water, whereas some fly in air. Some animals have scales on skin, whereas some have feathers or hairs. In this way, there is a huge diversity among the animals too. It is impossible to study each and every species. However, if groups and subgroups of animals are formed, depending upon the similarities and differences, it will make it very easy to study each variety of animals. Let us see few more benefits of animal classification. Study of animal becomes easy. This we have already seen. It gives idea about animal evolution and their adaptations also. It helps us to understand the relationship of animals with other living organisms. It helps us to understand the habitat of each animal and its exact role in the nature. From time to time, different scientists have tried to classify the animals. Greek philosopher Aristotle was the first to perform the animal classification. Aristotle classified the animals according to the criteria like body size, habits, and habitats. Classification proposed by Aristotle is known as artificial method. Later on, natural system of classification was followed. And this classification was based on various criteria like body organization, types of cells, chromosomes, biochemical properties, etc. Now let us see the traditional method of animal classification. Traditionally, depending upon the presence or absence of the notochord. Notochord means a cartilaginous skeleton rod that is supporting the body. So based on presence or absence of notochord, the animal kingdom has been divided into two groups, that is non-chordates and chordates. Let us see the characteristics of both these groups. Body is not supported by rod-like notochord. So notochord is absent in non-chordates, whereas body is supported by the notochord in chordates. Pharyngeal gill slits are absent in non-chordates, whereas pharyngeal gill slits or lungs are present for respiration in the body of chordates. Nerve cord, if present, is on the ventral side. Ventral side means the front side. And it is solid and paired. Nerve cord is present on the dorsal side. Dorsal side refers to the posterior or the back side. And it is hollow. And heart, if present, it is on the dorsal side of the body of non-chordates. And heart is present in chordates on the ventral side. This picture shows the characteristics of chordate. Over here you can see the presence of notochord is there. And the pharyngeal slits are also present in the body of chordates. And here you can see this is the nerve cord that is present on the dorsal side of the body, and also it is hollow. Here is the mouth. Heart is also present in the body of chordates. These are the muscle segments and the muscular post-anal tail, and over here is the anus. Now, let us see the conventional system of animal classification. All the multicellular animals are included in the kingdom Animalia. This kingdom is further divided into two subkingdoms. First is of non-chordates and the second is of chordates. All chordate animals are grouped together in a single phylum, and the name of that phylum is phylum Chordata. This phylum is further divided into three subphyla: Urochordata, Cephalochordata and Vertebrata. And this subphylum Vertebrata is further divided into six classes: Cyclostomata, Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves and Mammalia. Whereas over here on the top side you can see the subkingdom non-chordates. The non-chordates are classified into 10 phyla, and they are Protozoa, Porifera, Cnidaria, Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata and Hemichordata. Picture shows the classification of all the living organisms. It is mainly divided into two categories, that is prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Under prokaryotes, the Monera kingdom is there that contains all the unicellular organism with prokaryotic cell organization such as bacteria. They are single-celled organisms with no true nuclear membrane. Under eukaryotes, it is divided into two, unicellular and multicellular. Under unicellular, Protista kingdom is there. They are the group of eukaryotic single-celled organisms, which is further divided into two more categories, and they are with cell wall, right? Which do not perform the process of photosynthesis, that is fungi, and the other one that performs the process of photosynthesis, that is plantae. All the multicellular organisms which are without the cell wall, they are finally classified into Animalia. Robert Whittaker gave the five kingdom classification of living organisms. According to this, the five kingdoms are Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. Five kingdom classification system is based on following criteria: body organization, body symmetry, germinal layers, body cavity and segmentation. So we are going to learn about these criteria in detail. Let us start with body organization. We all know that body of animal is made up of cells. So based on cell, there are five different types of body organization, and they are protoplasmic grade organization, cellular grade organization, cell tissue grade organization, tissue organ grade organization, and organ system grade organization. Let us see all these types in detail. The very first one is protoplasmic grade organization. In case of multicellular animals, many cells are performing different functions in their body, while in unicellular animals, as their body is made up of single cell, all the functions are performed by the same cell. So body organization of unicellular animal is referred to as protoplasmic grade of organization. Picture shows the protoplasmic grade organization, amoeba and paramecium. This is paramecium and this one is amoeba. So in this we can see protoplasmic grade organization because they are made up of single cell. All the functions are performed by that same cell only. Next is cellular grade organization. In this type of organization, the animal is multicellular, but the cells are not combining to form tissues. That is, tissues are not formed. Different cells are there to perform different functions in the body. So such an organization is called cellular grade organization. Example is sponges of phylum Porifera. You can see over here different types of cells are there for performing the different functions, but tissues are not formed. Next is cell tissue organization. In this type of organization, cells come together to form tissues which perform all the body functions. Such animals show cell tissue organization. Here you can see different types of tissues are formed by the combination of the cells and they perform various functions like canals, muscles, eye spot, tentacles. So these are the different tissues that perform various functions of the body. Example is jellyfish of phylum Cnidaria. Next is tissue organ grade organization. In this type of organization, tissues are organized to form some organs. However, complete organ systems are not formed. Such animals are referred to have tissue organ grade organization. Over here you can see mouth, nerve cords, pharynx, nervous tissue clusters, eye spots. So organs are formed, but complete organ system is not there. Example of this type of organization are flatworms. They have tissue organ grade organization. Last is organ system grade organization. Now, in this type of organization, different organs are joined together to form organ system that perform specific function as in the body of human being, crab, frog, etc. Now, picture shows the internal structure of human body. We have different organs, brain, lungs, liver, kidney, large intestine, small intestine, stomach, heart. All this organ combine to form an organ system and they perform various functions of the body. So this type of organization is called organ system grade organization. So we have studied about the very first criteria, that is body organization, and 5 different types of body organization. The remaining 4 criteria, that is the body symmetry, germinal layers, body cavity and segmentation. It will be covered in the next session. This is all for today. Thank you so much.